Every single hour in India, 7 children report a sexual crime. According to the National Crime Records Bureau, 64,469 cases of child sexual abuse and around 35,000 cases of rape were registered in 2022 alone. Shockingly, in India, 1 in 10 girls under 20 have been forced into sexual acts. Many of these incidents are happening in places we consider safe, including schools. Now pause for a moment and let us think. If 7 children are speaking up every hour, how many more are still silent? And what if the place meant to protect them is the very place where the abuse happens? What are we even supposed to do then? A shocking case has come out of Odisha's Kendrapada district. A 12-year-old girl studying in 7th class has alleged that she was sexually assaulted inside her own school for more than a year. And you will be shocked to know that the accused are not some random strangers. They are people who were supposed to teach, guide, and protect her. According to the police, 4 teachers and a school peon of a private school have been arrested. A woman teacher has also been arrested for allegedly helping to hide the crime. The girl told investigators that the abuse happened multiple times inside the school premises when she was alone. She was also threatened not to tell this to anybody, which kept her silent for a long time. This went on for a year, possibly longer. Imagine carrying that fear every day and still being expected to sit in the same classroom. The truth came out only when the child finally told her mother. Her parents then approached the Child Welfare Committee, which looked into the matter and told the police. A formal complaint was filed at Rajkanika police station. Police recorded the girl's statement as per legal procedure, conducted medical examinations, and arrested the accused after the investigation. All 5 have been booked under the POSCO Act, charges of gang rape of a minor and criminal intimidation under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. However, it's not the whole picture. There are many things which have not come out yet. School is supposed to be one of the safest places for a child. But in this case, it became the site of repeated abuse. This was not a single incident. This was pattern. It involved multiple adults and it continued for a long period. That raises serious questions about institutional accountability. Where were the safety checks? Where were the reporting systems? How did a child remain unsafe inside a school for so long? And moreover, why did nobody care? Another important point. The child did not speak immediately. In a way, we are all aware that this is common in abuse cases, especially in India, where patriarchy often teaches girls to stay silent, to obey authority, and to protect the honor of the family over their own safety. Young girls are conditioned to respect teachers without question, to avoid bringing shame, and to doubt their own experiences. When the abuser is someone powerful, let's call a teacher, an elder, or a figure in authority, the power imbalance becomes even more suffocating. Fear, threat, shame, and power imbalance keep these young girls silent, and in fact, we are quite aware of this phenomena. The system must recognize this and create safe ways for children to report abuse early. And then there is also the role of the Child Welfare Committee, which helped bring the case forward and initiate legal action. And without that intervention, this might have remained hidden. Now the focus must be on ensuring the survivor receives psychological and legal support, conducting a fast and fair investigation, and making schools legally accountable for student safety. Because child safety cannot depend on luck. It must be built into the system. It's common sense. And for women in our country, there is deep, exhausting frustration in repeating the same demands year after year. How many more girls must gather unimaginable courage before their safety is treated as more important than an institution's reputation? How many more headlines will it take before these cases stop being called shocking and start being recognized as systematic failures? Girls are constantly told to be brave, to speak up, to fight back. But the real question is, when will these institutions be brave enough to change? A 12-year-old should be worrying about homework, friendships, and dreams, not survival. A society that cannot guarantee safety inside a classroom cannot claim progress. Making this world safer for women is not a favor. We as a society do not have to necessarily become a symbol of resistance for demanding such a basic thing. It's not activism, it's the bare minimum.